people who say we can't fill your cups with coffee because of health and safety, people who say you can't have a tray to carry drinks because you haven't been trained for health and safety reasons. It's just ridiculous, the number of different ways in which people roll out the excuse, which is often simply for poor customer service, because they can't be bothered, and we're fighting back because it takes away from the serious stuff that we care about. People in work who are being put at risk of serious injury, which is what we are interested in. And this blatant use of health and safety as an excuse for absolutely anything has to stop.
So, Judith, when somebody says, it's health and safety regulations that mean you can't do this or can't do that, where are we with our rights in terms of saying, well, I think I can?
Well, that's one of the reasons we've set up this panel, as a means to give people the confidence to stand up to some of these Jobsworths and do exactly that. Many of the people who've come to us with these silly examples, we've gone back to them and said, there is no health and safety regulation, you're being fed a line here, take them on. And I've been delighted to see the way our complainants have responded. They've gone back and demanded to know the real reason behind the excuse they've been given, and we want more people to do that.
Companies who do make these excuses, what are they trying to protect themselves from? Is it legal action?
It's from the fear that some of them have that people will make civil claims against them, that they will sue them in the very unlikely event that something were to happen. That's the case in some of these, but when people refuse to give people sweets on aeroplanes and say that's because of health and safety, I don't think that's anything to do with fear of being sued. I think it's just poor customer service. And the best way to react against that is to take our business elsewhere. If people don't want our custom and roll out health and safety as an excuse, then I think there are ways to tackle that.
So if people find themselves in a situation where they're being denied something because and health and safety is being used as the excuse, do you then say, can you please, what do you say? Do you say, can you show me under what regulation or for what specific reason you're doing that? Because what you'll tend to do is then get a blanket response where people say, well, it's just health and safety and that's all there is to it. And by the time you investigate it, of course, you're long gone from that particular situation. Well,
the panel that we've set up turns around these decisions in about 2 days, so that we can get back to people and say, no, you're absolutely right, there is nothing here that gets in the way, there are no regulations, people are feeding you a line, and we know that there have been cases where people have gone back and challenged the people who said it to them. What we hope is that by publicising this, more people will have more confidence. Let's be very clear, health and safety regulation is about real risks in the workplace. If it doesn't make sense to you when somebody says you can't do this because of health and safety, then it's probably the case that you're being fed a line, and we would encourage people to have the confidence to take them on then and there. Because health and safety regulation is really about serious risks in the workplace, risks to people's health and people's risks of serious injuries and even fatalities. And if there's no real likelihood of that, then you're being given an excuse. It's very, very simple.